It's a nice place. Well, I might have been born just poor white trash, but I sold 1,000,000 records, made a little cash. The doctors and the lawyers, they don't think it's funny that they're living next door to white trash with money. White trash with money, let's go.
Listen, did you know? Welcome to White Trash with Money. Hey, we'll be back to the podcast in just a minute, but first, let me give a big shout out to Merit Productions. They edit all of our podcasts, and they do a great job doing it. Now back to the podcast. Welcome back to White Trash with Money podcast with Justin Danger Nunley, the flip-flop floozy, Matt Lyda, and the ever-talented tuxedo waiters. Chris Young is in the house.
I would have worn my flip-flops if I'd known that I was allowed.
Oh, brother.
You're missing flip-flops and a watch.
This is my gimmick on the internet. Everybody knows me by my flip-flops.
You're missing flip-flops and a watch, Chris, because
I feel
a watch
naked.
Guy.
Yeah, I apologize to all of my buddies from Nashville. We have an entire watch group. Yep. It's all people that are in the music industry.
Shout
and
out
the only
Mitchell
thing,
Penny.
Yeah, Mitchell's in there. But the only thing we talk about is watches. And so I literally asked them yesterday, like, what watch should I wear to this podcast? And I forgot to wear a watch. So, boys, I'm so sorry.
I brought mine. Which one was you going to wear?
I was actually going to wear one that I had engraved on the back for the date that I've got a Sky Dweller that I engraved with Black River Entertainment, which is where I just moved from Sony. I'd been at RCA for 19 years, and I'm now at Black River Entertainment as an artist. So I was going to wear that one, and then naked. Sorry.
What's your favorite watch?
That's a tough question because I am a watch guy. I never thought that would be something I would be super into, but probably the one my mom gave me for my 40th, just because it was from my mom.
Yeah.
What was it?
It's one of the titanium Rolexes that, like, you don't know what it is unless you know what it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a nice watch.
It's a very nice watch.
Yeah.
I tell it to my mom. So I'll tell you something you'll get a kick out of. And I've told this story out in the wild already, but it hasn't gone like everywhere. So for my 40th birthday, I told my mom, I was like, look, me and a bunch of my friends and you and Dad are going with me to Vegas. We're just going to have a good time. We're not going like partying. I've got to go straight from there to a show. I want y'all to come to the show. I was like, but for my 40th birthday, I want to be able to give you something. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I don't like that. My mom's an accountant.
Okay.
She's like, I hate this. So I wrote her a check for $1 million.
Man.
So I made my mom a millionaire.
And then she bought you a Rolex.
And she bought me a Rolex. Immediately turned around. I'm like,
that's what
this
we call
isn't
money
Uno.
laundering.
Like,
that's what we call money laundering. You know,
it's not money laundering.
So I won a bunch of money in Vegas, and I ended up forgetting my mom.
Lord. Now she's really going to be mad at me because you just said
She's
that.
an accountant.
Her office is right there. She might have heard you from here.
She's a smart lady. That is an accountant move because I got this money gifted to me. You know what?
Oh, no.
So I don't have to pay taxes, money in, money out, right? I got to buy him a watch and his money back out. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Smart lady.
Yep. That's very
awesome
smart.
that you got to do that for your mom.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
That's
Would you do that
something...
for me?
No. There was a very lack of hesitation for the answer to that.
I love you, but no.
This is a your podcast. You've done mine before.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was telling them last night that we do fantasy football together every year. You know.
Are you doing it this year?
Oh yeah, I'm going to beat you this year. I started out strong last year. I had a good draft.
You really did.
Dude, it got, 7 or 8 games in, and the bottom just fell out of it.
Every single player you had got hurt.
It was horrible.
You were literally going to pick up, like, the 4th wide receiver on teams.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
I was offering up trades like that. Yeah, it was.
Do y'all do anything crazy for the loser? Like you see all the people do the wild stuff?
So I've brought this up as an option many times because I love having like a penalty.
Yeah.
Like doing a penalty league. And it's only ever been done once. And the bad thing was it was a girl who like joined at the last minute and she had to wear an outfit that was the color of her favorite team, but it could be up to us how we wanted to make it. So I went to someone and had them custom make a Green Bay colored outfit that looked like the Grinch's pants
Yes.
from like when Jim Carrey was the Grinch.
Yeah.
So like furry pants and then like the most annoyingly disgusting yellow top. And she had to wear it for the entire draft the next year. And then everybody was like, we're not doing a penalty league anymore. Like this
We
is
gotta
bad
bring this
enough.
back. Can you
I'll bring it
imagine?
back.
The
Could you
penalty stuff
imagine?
is so fun.
I think it should be something that has to be done in public. Because
Yes.
even if it's me,
You have
like,
to get
you
your
have to
ears
go, like,
pierced.
you have to go busk downtown Nashville until you make $100.
Yeah.
I like it.
So you
Well,
give
you
them
know-
a guitar and they have to play until they make $100.
Well, Luke Holmes did he brought his buddies out on stage and made them do essentially karaoke on stage at the Cleveland Browns stadium. You know, you're in front of 80,000 people or something like that.
I could do something like that. Like
See,
one
I
of
go
the
a little
festivals
more-
I'm playing or something.
I go a little more diabolical. I'm like, hey, the loser has to get their ears pierced and wear the earring of the team of the winner's choice for a month.
Okay, I
Yeah.
take it back. Tony, if you see this, I'm sorry, because there were 2 years that we did a penalty.
Okay.
And my buddy Tony, who I grew up with, like
Mm-hmm.
I've known him since I was like 17 years old. Tony he is a Washington, I guess now Commanders fan, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so I came up with the penalty for him. He had to have his entire back glass of his car
Yes.
done in Dallas Cowboys stuff, like
For
the
a
one
certain
that's
period
the
of time.
see-through. Yeah, the whole year.
Okay.
Oh, for a year.
For a year.
Oh,
he had to have it
Lord.
for a year on the back of his car.
You have to be reminded every day you go outside. Yeah, I'd be like, you know what? I think I'm just
Yeah.
going to take the Harley.
Well, did you see, since you're a Cowboys fan, did you see the guy that lost fantasy football just recently and he had to go to the Dallas Cowboys practice, which is nothing but Dallas Cowboys fans, right? Wearing
Yeah.
a Philadelphia Eagles jersey and had to
Oh.
keep walking back and forth, standing up in front of people while they're trying to watch the practice and had to keep walking back and forth very slowly in front of everyone.
And just
That was
get
his,
heckled the whole time.
Okay, so I have a weird one because by the time that this is shown to everyone,
Yeah.
I will have already done this. I can talk about this weekend, right? Okay, that was me asking my manager off
We have
camera.
a friend. We have
Yeah.
a friend DA in place.
Friend DA.
Yeah, we have a friend DA with everybody in the room. Nobody's
A
going to say
friend
nothing.
DA. I love
Yeah.
that. So obviously the owner of Black River Entertainment owns the Sabres and the Buffalo Bills.
Oh,
So
we're huge Bills fans, you know.
Are you?
Blake loves the Bills. I'm just throwing that out there in the universe.
Oh,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
We have to talk off camera. We're gonna
Yeah.
hook Blake up. He
Yeah,
doesn't know
yeah.
yet. But they're sending the plane to grab me after my shows this weekend. I'm going up, and I'm gonna be. It might just be like a quick clip or
Mhm.
something. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but on Hard Knocks
That's awesome.
that'd be
with the
fun.
Bills. But
That is
I'm
phenomenal.
like, it sort of weirds me out because
'Cause you're a
I am a
Cowboys
Cowboys
fan.
fan.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And the history between
yeah,
the
but they're
Cowboys
paying
and
my
the Bills.
paycheck technically.
Yep.
I'm like, that's.
And then the history between the Cowboys and the Bills, which Cowboys came out on top every time. you
Yeah,
know?
I was gonna say that's old though. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Steelers fans that are mad at Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's from the
neither
70s.
one of us have been
Right.
anything since then. You had the 1 year with Roethlisberger, but like, come on,
Right.
like that is like your dad told you you're not allowed to like a Cowboys.
I'm a Miami
fan.
Dolphins fan, so I live
Yeah,
in
every
an
year
era where
you
I
get
wasn't
to
even
pop champagne
alive.
once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's crazy. I didn't know that he was involved in music. You learn
Yeah.
something new every day. I'm
Yeah,
sure a lot of
he,
people knew that, but I didn't.
He is the owner of the record label. Now he's not the CEO like
Right.
the guys that are in charge that I deal with on a daily basis
Mhm.
is not the Pagula family, but
Right.
they've been absolutely amazing, and they are so excited about the record, which to me is a cool thing because I'm just not used to knowing exactly who technically is in charge of my label. Normally it's like a panel of people,
Right.
and this is like, oh, that guy.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the record. You got a record coming out on Friday.
I do.
Right.
October 17th, record is dropping. really, really excited about this entire project. Like, there's a bunch of stuff on there that I love. There's colorways of the vinyl that are coming out that are multiple different things.
Oh, that'd be
I got
awesome.
to play around with that and just have like a good time with the creation of it. And then obviously I wrote or co-wrote most of the songs that are on there. One of the exceptions actually is Till the Last One Dies, the first single. I didn't write that song. I found it and it was one of those, I got to the hook, and if you haven't heard the song yet, it's 11 real ones, one fake one, and I'll love you till the last one dies.
Yeah.
I was just like, damn. Like,
I gotta
that's
cut
really good.
this one.
I
Yeah.
was like, I gotta cut that.
Who wrote it?
So it's a group of people, but I found it because I sent a message to a couple different publishers, and I was just like, look, I need a right down the middle love song, and people have already gotten engaged at concerts of mine to this song.
Really?
It's so cool.
Really?
Like, it's such a cool moment.
It feels like a 90s country song. It really does. Like, with the lyrics to me.
Okay, I will say this. When people say it feels like 90s country, I don't think they know what they're talking about half the time, because people will be like, oh, yeah, this song. And I'm like, that's from like 87. And they'll be like, this one. I'm like, that's from the early 2000s. So I feel like it's more of a vibe than it is like the actual 90s. I feel like that's just like a catch-all for people.
Yeah.
But that is a compliment, so thank you.
Yeah, it's got that feeling of it's storytelling.
It's very country.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the stuff on this record is that way. Even some of the fun stuff that we tracked, there's a song called Boots on the Ground that we're doing a line dance for.
Yeah.
And is just
looking to grab a TikTok trend out of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%. And there's another song that I was talking to you a little bit before we started rolling cameras, called Just Keep Living. That's about my dad. And so for those people that are watching this, maybe you haven't heard of me before, you don't know anything about my life. My dad has almost died multiple times. So have I, which is very like odd opening statement to go into the song. But I basically took the experience that I had with him when he told us he had cancer. My dad had already had one widowmaker heart attack, which is 99% blockage in the lower left ventricle of your heart, and it kills 99% of people that have it. That's why they call it the widowmaker. And he drove himself to the hospital because he's a redneck, and
that's a real man.
He's a moron.
That's a real man.
He's got,
right there.
There's
got a Dale Earnhardt mustache.
There's a thin line between redneck and moron.
Yeah, I love you, Dad, old man.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen, though?
But
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're already having a widowmaker there.
He is my stepdad.
Yeah.
But to me, he is my dad. Like,
right.
When my grandmother got buried on my biological father's side, the people that were there to bury her were me, my mom, my stepdad, and my sister. It was the four of us. He is my dad.
Yeah.
Full stop. But he told us all that he had cancer. We're all sitting around a table. Sister's crying, mom's crying. I'm holding my stuff together because I'm not like a big crier. They get up, they leave. He looks at me, he goes, "You okay, buddy?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." I was like, "Are you okay?" And it was like a seminal moment in my life, like a real true moment. He looked at me and he goes, and by the way, they do this when they roll you back in the hospital if they think you might die, which I've lived through this when I had a sepsis in my leg and almost died. They roll you back. They have one person with you, and they look at you and they go, "Say your prayers to whatever God you believe in, just in case." He goes, "Buddy, they rolled me back when I had my heart attack." He goes, "I said my prayers. I said, God, take care of my wife and my kids. And he goes, and I just felt at peace. He goes, I knew y'all were going to be okay. Whatever happened to me. And he goes, and ever since that day, I've never worried about you ever again. Because I made my peace in that moment. And so I wrote this song and I sent it to him. And I was like, is it okay if I put this on the record? Because it is your story, and it's called Just Keep Living. And it's the rundown of him finding out he got lung cancer and beating it. And the only thing he ever had to say to me was just keep living.
Man.
So.
And you doing just that.
And then we have party songs on the record too. So just in case anybody's like really concerned now that I've told the very serious thing.
That's.
Yeah.
Man, having to, you dealing with, because we all, you get a little bit older and you start thinking about your own mortality. The older you get, the more it starts creeping into your head about, your own mortality. And then him, getting this diagnosis and making sure, probably could have cared less what happened to him. Just wanted to make sure that y'all were taken care of.
Well, unlike you, I financially am not as secure. I'm not walking around with a Rolex. So if you don't mind, stick around and watch this ad real quick.
Every story has power. This is more than capturing moments. It's about crafting experiences. From concept to screen, the work transforms vision into impact. This isn't just video production. This is storytelling on another level. Merit Productions.
Have you heard about our Fly Stay Ride program?
Yeah, if you want to pick up a bike, new or used, they'll fly you out, put you in a hotel, and you just ride it home.
Well, now you have. What am I doing?
That's moving in itself, especially if you're one of the ones.
Yeah. And I wasn't in any way, shape, or form mocking that by saying like I've almost died multiple times. That's not an exaggeration. Right. I went septic and my organs started failing on the way to a show in Montana one time. And like my blood pressure was so low they couldn't get a line into my clavicle. They were like, do you want to go up here or down here? And I was like,
here.
Yeah.
You hit the wrong thing down there.
I was like, go up here. But so whoever's running sound hates me right now because I'm just like slapping myself right next to the mic. But it was like it looked like the Predator had gotten me because there was 3 sutures in here on my neck for a month. But had that got hit by somebody when I stopped on the interstate one time doing like 65 miles an hour, split my head wide open, concussion.
That's why you're a Cowboys fan.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Nunley.
Explains a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, it's knowing that's mortality is a real thing. Mm-hmm. And you don't ever have that when you're a kid.
No.
When you're 20, you're just like, I'm indestructible. But seeing my dad be in that situation and the only thing he was worried about was us.
Mm-hmm. Next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, because dad's like superhero.
Well, there's a line in the song that says, down goes Superman. Talking about him being diagnosed with cancer. Because I was just like, I thought you were indestructible.
Yeah. The only time I've ever seen my daddy cry was when my great-grandmother passed away. And that has lived with me.
He didn't cry until my mom and my sister left the room.
Really?
And that's why I wanted this song on this record.
Yeah.
Because it was important.
He wanted to be strong for them. Yeah. Man, how many songs are on the album?
It depends. which sounds really awkward. There's 15 for digital release.
Yeah.
And then I had to only put 14 on the vinyl because if I'd gone over the time allotment, I would have had to make it a double. And I'm sorry.
We got
We've
flies
had,
in
I know.
It kind of fits the
It's the
whole
trash.
thing.
It's
the
fine.
white trash. with
It's
money,
fine.
You know, we've got flies in here today.
Yeah, it's all right.
One will land, and I'll kill it here in a minute and distract everybody.
I'm
But it's
just
fine.
shocked I don't still have dog hair on me. I got a 112-pound German Shepherd at home, so
Yeah.
that I was lint rolling the crap out of myself before I got over here.
Speaking of dogs, I heard that you're giving a dog to the police department.
We're hopefully this will be out of the window of when we're training said dog, but
if it's not, we could just take it out.
yeah,
you know?
but found somebody online.
On Craigslist, Facebook
No,
Marketplace.
no, it was on TikTok, even worse.
Oh,
No,
never know what kind of fellers you're gonna find on
no,
TikTok.
no,
you know?
it's
Did you do a charity dog at
It's-
Facebook Marketplace?
that right
You know, he
there.
does
I feel
the
like
Journey
that
Home-
would be.
You do the Journey Home project. You
Yeah,
know what? Instead, I think we're going to do something on Facebook Marketplace. You know, Charlie would have wanted that.
Oh, Charlie would have wanted Facebook Marketplace to succeed. No, it's a family pretty much that like they raise Belgian Malinois and train them. And
Is that a top dog?
yeah, it is a type dog,
Oh, okay.
not
One of
type
them
of
fancy
dog.
dogs? Is
Do
that a
we
fancy-
want of in there? Do we want like the? That is a type dog.
Yeah,
They got that dog and
I
they
grew
trained it
around-
up.
I grew up around Rottweilers and blue tick hound. But
Anyway,
so y'all
yes,
are- yeah,
we're
it's a top
paying
dog.
the end all be all is for the canine department here in Nashville. We're having a dog trained up for them and
That's kind of
donating.
That's awesome.
to
Is it just me that finds the humor in you giving Nashville Police Department a dog?
them. Well, no, it's the actual police.
No. It's not the alcohol.
It's
you
not
know.
the TABC.
Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious. You know, so touch on that for just a second. If you don't mind.
Go
you know.
ahead. It's already
so-
out there.
Yeah, this happened last year, and you are the only celebrity that I have ever gotten online and defended tooth and nail, put videos out, was like,
You did.
free Chris. We got to free Chris Young, you know? And and I know you probably hate to hear this, but your mugshot's iconic. It's great. I even told you the next day when we talked, I said, brother, you got to put that on a t-shirt. That has got to go on a t-shirt.
And we did.
Yeah, and you did. Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna get drugged through the mud for something I didn't do. I might as well make some money off of it. I guess
That was a wild night.
Look. The
He's
worst.
like, you wasn't even there.
The worst part of it was I had to sit and watch the Sci-Fi Channel for 4 hours until they released me.
Mystery Science Theater 3000?
I wish that'd have been better.
Yeah.
It was I Am Number 4. Terrible movie.
Oh, that is bad.
It is a terrible
That is
movie.
bad.
Did
They made
anybody
you-
in prison recognize you?
Oh yeah.
Did anybody ask you to sing while you were there?
They did ask me for an autograph. The cops before I left.
Oh, there you go.
Are you
That's-
serious?
Yeah. So
You know
they
what's
were
great about
they were
being
at
a-
least polite. The actual police officers. Thank you very much, Metro.
Yeah.
You know what's great about being in prison? Like, you don't have to take a bunch of pictures of people. Nobody's got a camera. So you
Well,
just gotta-
they asked me to.
the
I was
cops
going
did.
to, and they called for me to be released, and they had my stuff. And as I'm walking away, it was older than me, but not older. I don't want to be disrespectful to a woman. It was a a black lady who was a police officer that was there that had been yelling at everybody the entire time I was there.
Mm-hmm.
She was like very stern. And as I'm walking off, all I hear from behind me is, "He kind of fine." So I love you, whoever
That's
you are.
awesome.
If you
I
ever
love
see
it.
this,
I love it. So if I wound up going to jail, I know how long I would have to stay there, right? A man of your social status, right? Like, are you
that
pretty
doesn't
much-
make a difference.
It don't.
No,
They
that
don't
doesn't
book
have
you
anything
in
to do
and
with
let
it.
you slide out.
Everybody
the
was
back
like,
door.
"Oh, he obviously got away with something."
Yeah.
I was like, "No, I
How long did you stay there?
was there for like 4 hours."
Man,
I did 4.5. I got you.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
What'd you go for?
They said I was drinking too much.
You probably were.
Relatable.
They said I didn't think I would. I will say I did when they put the cuffs on me and they go put it in the back seat. I said, sir, can we just put the cuffs in the front of me? He goes, are you going to do anything? I said, that thing on your hip right there tells me I'm not going to do a thing. I was like, just let me, my arms are killing me.
Okay, since we've already gone deeper than I thought we would go into this one, just for hilariousness, the one thing that was really funny is they finally get me there to, like, I know I'm not being kidnapped because I was in an unmarked vehicle with TABC agents who none of them have like an actual badge. And I'm like, call Metro to come get me. Like, if y'all want to take me, but like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm like, get the number. I'm yelling at my friends, like, take a photo. They're like, you been drinking tonight, sir? And I'm like, you got me in a bar.
Yeah.
It's one.
What do you, like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know that any of you are actually cops.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was a little bit scared. So once they get me in the car and they take me out there and I get to a police station, I'm like, thank God. And I'm sitting there and one of the guys comes up that wasn't in the car I was in, looks at my ID, looks at my face, looks back at my ID and goes, shit, shuts the door.
Did he tell the guys, do you know who you just arrested?
I don't think it matters.
They didn't care?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You're right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. What's the one thing you don't ever do? Because that will end up on the internet. Is go, don't you know who I am?
Do you know who
That's
I
going to be
am?
all over.
No one cares.
You lose all the respect.
No one
then.
cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not do that. So I was
Right.
I was proud of myself for that moment. But it just,
Thank God for surveillance video.
I'm glad they had it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, those 4.5 hours humbled me, and I know that I'll never go back. I can tell you that right now.
I didn't want to go in the first place.
I just,
He said, I didn't want to be there
didn't
to
do
begin with.
anything.
You know?
I was on my way home, and Amy was pissed.
No. Well, okay, so I was supposed to go home,
Me too.
and everybody else was supposed to be going with me. And like we had like girlfriends at the house cooking and everything, and then all that came to an ass grinding halt.
Yep.
And everybody was waiting on me to just emerge victorious.
You know where you don't get a hug and a kiss? Whenever you go walking out that prison and your wife's the one that had to go bail you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's not welcoming you with open arms at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, the one good thing is I at least had never been in that situation before, but I was always prepared if anything like that occurred. So, like, I knew I was taking care of, like, the phone call that I made, like, I was like, my attorney knows what's up. Yes. We're good for bail. Yes. A lot of people don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of people who've been in that situation where they're scrambling, trying to figure out what to do to help themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they might have been in the same situation I was in where they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, sure you didn't.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. You know,
Until you have surveillance. And
Until all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, crap. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what sucks, though? And not necessarily your situation, but in situations like that where you get arrested or something stupid happens.
I love that we went from talking about my dad almost dying
Yeah, I'm
to
sorry.
me being arrested.
Well, there was a segue there with how
Is
many
there what?
the
There
number.
was some sort
the
of
number-
Because
segue.
we'd love to get on that segue.
Yeah,
as soon as-
and I wasn't even. You asked me before we started. I said, Chris, is there anything off limits? And you said, well, what do you plan on asking? Chris, I don't never have a plan on what I'm going to do. I just let the conversation go where it may.
And by the way, I didn't say there was anything off limits.
No, you just
so-
said, what are you? Are you
What
planning
you
on
got
asking?
something
that
in
I-
mind?
Yeah,
we just let the spirit
not a
lead
clue.
us.
Yeah.
Spirit.
Well, I did a whole podcast yesterday with Warren Thread.
circle
No,
be
Love and Thread.
Love.
Yeah.
I am by.
I didn't even know who they were
Love and
yesterday.
Theft.
Love and Theft. I didn't know who they were. And then I get over to Chewy's and I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie, like I play it off good, but I'm like, I didn't know who we were interviewing.
Okay, well, I'll make the awkward segue out of that one
Yeah.
if you want it.
Come on with it.
So, Love and Theft to a lot of
This is
people
good.
is Steven and Eric as a duo, but they used to be a trio with a guy named Brian. And one of the most exciting moments in the life of a country artist is having your first number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like one of the most exciting moments in my life. I spent 4 years on my record label, and this is back when they made you go to every single radio station. I spent 4 years without having anything break 37 on the chart. Like,
It's a grind.
it was a grind, and that's not normal. Normally they drop you at that point. And then I hated the number 37. It was like 37, 52, 37. The second song was an Ashley Gorley song. Ashley Gorley's had like 100 number ones. I killed an Ashley Gorley song. I'm sorry, Ashley. I apologize. But I was on every Buick Regal rental car and middle seat on Southwest Airlines that existed for like 4 years. Everybody's like, what are you doing these days? I'm like, I still have a record deal. They're like, sure you do.
For now, you do.
So I get my first number one, which actually happened in 37 weeks on the
Which
chart,
was it?
which was cool. Getting You Home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great song.
Your favorite.
I love that song. I'm telling you.
So, hey, I
It's
love
the
getting
voice,
to play
man.
that song.
The way you open it up.
I-
Tuxedo waiters.
Black tie.
Come on with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Immediately talks down into his voice.
Yeah.
Like this.
I can hit those low notes too, Chris.
But I find out that they have their first number one. Now, leading up to this, there's a guy, Chris DiStefano, who's had hits on me, Brett Eldridge, Carrie Underwood,
Yep.
the Waiting All Day for Sunday Night. That's him. He wrote that with Carrie. He produced it. He's in some of the videos.
That's what you call mailbox money.
I
Right?
mean,
that's real
this
mailbox
guy
money.
has real mailbox money.
Yeah.
And is one of the sweetest, most talented human beings I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
So DiStefano is with me. He had just moved from L.A. He has not had a hit in Nashville yet. Me, him, and Ashley Gorley are writing a song, which was, I believe, Aw Nah. And he goes, I don't have a MIDI controller. I'm like, well, let me drive you out to 100 Oaks. There's a
That's
guitar
the song
center.
I used in the Free Chris video.
Yeah, I was like, there's a guitar. This all marries together.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a guitar center out there. Let me just drive you out there. So he hops in my car. We drive out. Now, that day, Eric, who's just be on screen for like a second.
Come on over, buddy.
Come on over.
If the sound's off, the sound guy.
So I walk in knowing that day was a Monday and that on Monday they announced what the number ones on the country chart are and that they've had their first number one is Love and Theft. The very first person I see working at Guitar Center is Brian.
So Love and Theft has a number one.
So they had gone from a trio to a duo because Brian was like, I don't want to be in the group anymore. I've got my own things that I've got my eyes set on. And I lock eyes with him and he looks at me and I'm just like, oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I felt so bad. And he just looked at me and he nods and he goes, I know. Yeah. Yeah. It was Angel Eyes. Yeah. Yeah.
What was? And we'd been on.
It was, I mean, it was.
We'd been on radio tour with you for like 4
I know. I had seen you guys for like a lot of time. But yeah,
What-
that.
You know, while we got him here, you know, if you want to slide a mic over, where I thought this was going was yesterday.
I got you.
Yesterday we had a slot open for this time, right? And I said, hey, I'll call Chris. You know, I would love to have Chris Young on the podcast. You know, let's talk about it. You know, and so I texted Chris and I said, hey, are you free? You know, tomorrow at 2:45. You know, so I can get you on the podcast. And he's like, yeah, I don't think I have anything going on. And then go ahead. You know, we walked back in the room and he said, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. I just got a text from Chris Young. He's canceling on me because he said somebody's.
Whoa. Hang on. Wait. In fact, he does not need a microphone.
Chris,
I did not cancel on you.
Nothing but lies.
I
Nothing but
never
lies.
agreed. And then I tried to call you and you didn't answer because you were running cameras.
he said,
I was trying to like at least give you a heads up. Be like, hey man, Nunley's
make
been on a
Wednesday.
podcast that I did before. Feel like I owe him one.
It's a charity thing.
What the hell? This is what it felt like when I got arrested.
False
I didn't even do anything.
That is honestly where I thought this conversation was going when you started talking about him. I was like,
Yep.
yes. Which is funny because we're able just to be like, oh, let's go ahead and complete another
Just
circle
loop
here,
around.
you know?
Let's go all
Yeah.
the way back around. Yeah.
So now you got them scrambling for a guest for tomorrow, But
You know what? I'll come do it tomorrow anyway.
What a good guy. What a good guy.
I love that he's like, nah. He just texts me tomorrow morning. Hey, it turns out we don't need you.
yeah.
We got Riley.
We got this up and comer, Riley Green. But full circle, I mean, now Eric's just running sound for our podcast.
Chris, you know Riley pretty well.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have anything to tell us about Ella Langley or Megan Maroney or anything?
No, thank God.
I have been asking
Yeah,
everybody.
he's exits.
Brother,
Eric's like, I
have
got to get out of this
Yeah,
shot now.
Eric doesn't mind us talking about the guy that they kicked out of their trio. But the
He's like-
minute it comes up about something about Riley,
Hey, who's
he's
paying the
like,
bill?
oh no.
Hey,
Whose building are we in?
Actually,
you know what I'm saying?
Me and Riley might be doing something
Really?
with this record at some
That'd be
point.
cool.
We had discussed it, and he likes the song. It wasn't going to make the timeline for how far out they have to go for physical records. There's a really, really straight down the middle country tempo
Really?
called "I Feel a Cold One Coming On,"
Yeah.
and he was like, "I want to be on that."
Oh, I like that because it's a double entendre. I feel like, oh
Yeah,
man, a cold day or a cold beer. I
Yeah.
like it,
it's a really, really cool
or
song.
a cold shoulder.
Well, that's what I'm giving you as soon as I'm done.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I probably deserve it.
smart
Liar.
move. Smart move.
Liar. No.
One thing I can say about you is one thing that I really appreciate about you is that anytime I've ever called or reached out or texted you, you're like Johnny on the spot. Like you'll hit me back. And I really appreciate our friendship more than you know.
Well, I'll say this about you, and a lot of people that are watching this may have, just an image in your mind of like who you are as a person, but we've just hung out so organically the couple of times we've been around each other, and you've been nothing but yourself, and I love it.
Yeah,
Like
I can't be
I
nobody
love
else.
who you are as a person.
I appreciate that.
And that was why when you asked, there's a lot of people that I would be like, I don't want to go do that.
Yeah.
Like these are my first 3 days that I've had off, and I don't know how long. And I was like, I want to go do that.
I appreciate
wanna
that.
show up.
That means more than you know. We shut the bar down.
We did.
The
It's been a
first
while,
time we
but-
hung out. First time we hung out. What bar was that?
Oh my God!
It was that
downtown
sports
somewhere.
bar. The
Yeah,
sport-
it was like right off of Broadway, and
They had a bunch of jerseys on thing, and I think the bar closed at like 2 a.m. and we're all still sitting there hanging out and talking at like 3:30, and they was finally like, "Y'all got to go."
which also you're leading me into the title of the record because it's a song called "I Didn't Come Here to Leave."
Nice.
There you go.
Well, you heard it here first. He titled the song after a night that we hung out.
It was me and Nunley. We were
Yeah.
at the bar, and
Yeah.
I went.
Crystal was there.
Yeah,
yeah.
she was
Crystal.
there.
Crystal, we come
Finally
up for
got
a
to meet her.
concert. Yeah.
Yeah,
She was on cloud nine, giddy. Getting to meet Chris Young.
that's really strange. Like I don't.
When did your career start?
So I'm 20 years into my record deal.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
How do
I
you-
got signed when I was 20 years old.
We're the same age.
Mhm.
How in the hell do you look way younger than me?
Money.
I dye my beard.
No, would you have his dude? I tried to dye mine. I don't know if you saw this last year or earlier
I
this
did.
year. And I thought it looked really good.
I thought
right?
it looked good.
The comment section would not leave me alone about it.
Well, the comment section under mine is normally like fake me number 1, fake me number 4, fake me number 7, fake my mom, fake. I don't understand why I
Why?
get targeted so bad about fakes. But at least the only thing getting said to you is like how your beard looks like you dyed it.
Yeah, yeah. Why you think you take on?
I don't
Because you
know.
never respond to the hate. Because that's normally That's like the number one rule is, don't feed
Don't
the
feed
trolls.
the trolls.
Yeah, and they'll go away. I never have. I don't pay them any attention.
Evidently, somebody's falling for it. If you're watching this right now, I am not going to DM you. I do not need money. There is no VIP card. Like,
you've got that. You're
I
going
have
with that.
thing.
You know what? Here's my thing with that. And I'll say it so you don't have to. If you're falling for that, that's on you. That ain't on the artist or the influencer or the actor, whatever. That's on you. If you're that gullible, if somebody is messaging you from a fake account and they've got 3 followers and you're giving them money, that for people to get online and say, this person scammed me out of it, like a little bit of common sense goes a long way,
I'm gonna let him leave that there. I'm not gonna say anything. I can only tell people that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
We've all gotten the same letters from Saudi emails from Saudi princes, and ain't none of us.
I've won a whole bunch of lotteries.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm very excited to cash in on those when I.
One of the bigger
decide
scams.
to retire.
One of the bigger scams that we've got going on down in Florida is getting text messages saying that you owe tolls.
Oh yeah, I get those.
And a lot of people are falling for them.
I've gotten those before.
Yeah.
And if you click on it, then now they've back-ended into your.
Well, the other one's the jury summons. You didn't show up to jury duty. They called my sister about me. Well, and they were like, "Hey, it didn't go to jury," and they called me about it too. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they were like, "Oh, on this date and everything else." I said, "I don't live at that." They had an address that I used to live at, and I was like, "Well, hold on." I said, "I'll just go ahead and call the sheriff up real quick and just make sure it's all." They're like, "Oh, well, no, we're just going to go ahead and send a police officer to come arrest you right now if you don't pay." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
What's funny is somebody's like, we sent I got one of those one time, and I normally don't answer my phone if it's a number I don't recognize, just immediately block it. But this one called like twice in a row. I'm like, that's weird. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we sent a letter to this such and such address. I'm like, well, that's really weird. They're like, why is that weird? It's like, because that address doesn't have a mailbox.
There you
go.
There's no way for you to send anything to that address. I was like, so, and then they hung up.
Yeah. Mine went on for a minute, and it was like from a unknown number or something like that. And you never know. It could be a celebrity, or it's one of my friends or whatever. That's what. But it was like, I don't know.
Normally, I would say that's a name drop moment, but you just dropped like any name. You were like, normally it's like a celebrity when they call me. That's a catch-all for all of them.
Well, it's usually Justin because I ain't got it programmed in my phone yet.
Yeah.
Justin changing his number 87 times.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, I do have. Well, Gary LeVox leaked my number this past year. Do you remember that?
Funny.
Yes, I do.
What a clown! I was like, bro, what are you doing right now?
It's Gary.
Yeah, it's Gary, and he was like, well, I didn't even know it'll be fine. And I'm like, no, it won't be fine. You got to change that. Like, just take it down and just edit the video, whatever, And that was a mess.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Speaking of messing with people,
go ahead.
I don't know if you remember this or not. We were sitting out here having lunch with Steve one day. It was a group of us. Girls come up. One of them's like, "Are you Chris Young or whatever?" And at first, you said, "No, I'm not." And the girl went back over. It was like a little bachelorette party, middle of the day. Other girl comes over and goes, "You are Chris Young. Why are you lying to her?" I goes, "Oh, I know. Can we get a picture?" You're like, "Absolutely." So I go up there, and I said, "Man, I can't believe y'all gonna get a picture with him and not with the band." And the girls go, "Are y'all the band?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I'm the keyboard player. This is the drummer."
I remember.
And it was a handful of us sitting there, and we all stood up and got around you and a couple of these girls and took a picture like we were the band.
So somebody's got that framed right now.
Normally my go-to is I'll look at somebody and they'll be like, I'll see them looking at their phone, looking at me, looking at their phone. Like, it's weird because you can like sense people looking at you.
Yeah.
And they'll walk around like, I know you get this too.
Oh yeah.
Like, they'll be like, "Are you so and so?" I'll be like, and they'll be like, "Oh," I'm like, "I'm just kidding."
I've tried to do it, and then they argue with you. They're like,
that actually is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Is when you will tell someone you are who they think you are, and then they're like, "Prove it." I'm like,
I'm not. I don't have a guitar.
Wait a minute.
I can show you my driver's license.
I always tell people, I'm like, that is not me. Like, that dude has ruined my life because we look similar. And they're like, no, that's you.
That's
We
obviously
know
you.
that's you. The voice,
Listen.
I have tried everything, from
You still owe me a video, by the way.
for what? Do I?
You
What
don't
video?
remember this.
I do not.
This just now popped in my head because I
What
just
is
said that. I was like, hey, you should do a video that I can show on the video wall at my show.
I would love to do that.
I
How did I
asked you.
forget about that?
I don't
Are
know.
you kidding me right now?
Hey, you were probably in the middle of something else.
That's wild. I will record. Do you need it landscape or vertical?
Oh, so that-
The manager out.
I
The
got
manager
you.
off screen.
Vertical.
Landscape.
Landscape. Got you. Listen, did you know
You heard of
Chris Young's
Chris
on
Chris
his
Young
way
was
out?
innocent?
Yeah. free Chris.
that would be.
Can I do it
Jesus.
wearing your mugshot?
You got to wear the
t-shirt?
mugshot.
Oh, you know what? Fine. Go ahead.
Although you never did send me one of the mugshot T-shirts.
I will have you one here before we're done.
Bet.
You need to wear a
My office
tuxedo.
is right over there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
We're close to you right now.
But you ought to look at that text message I sent you. I'm getting you one.
Yes. I love
Yeah.
it.
I don't know if they can see that on screen or not, but
I'll put it up here. That's awesome. Hell yeah, brother.
I was like, I haven't sent him anything. Now I got to get you a T-shirt and a plaque.
I love it. I love it.
This is going to be the most unusable form of content ever.
No, it's fun.
What size?
Extra large.
Oh, extra large. Okay.
Extra large. What size do you wear, Chris?
Extra large.
Yeah. Chris is he's a lot. How tall are you? 6'2"?
6'4".
6'4". Good Lord.
Man.
Oh no.
Watch, now he's not going to answer. So
Man.
I'm just gonna fake it.
Are you trying to call Justin? Because he doesn't answer
It
it.
is. No.
Chris, don't tell anybody that I answer your phone call every time you call. Please do not tell
Look,
anybody. in this room.
he does not. He never answers me.
I didn't. Chris said, I got a bone to pick with you. He said, I called you last March, and you still ain't returned my phone
Did
call.
you say Chris Campbell?
No, Craig Campbell. He said Chris Campbell.
Y'all just said Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of you did.
Well, I said it
Oops.
because I wasn't going to correct him, but,
By the way, I used to watch Craig Campbell downtown when I lived downtown in like a little tiny apartment when I was doing those 4 years of like trying to get my career to take off. I would walk down to Broadway back before Bachelorettes threw up everywhere all over Nashville. And there's only like 1 to 2 story buildings. But I would walk down there and watch Craig play with his band. And he would do the Fish song, and do like all that stuff, and I was just like, this guy's so good.
he's such a good dude.
Yeah, he really is.
Craig is such a good, genuine, like down to earth person.
He really, really is.
And he's got the Boss Hog card of my General Lee.
Well,
Until
he gets the white suit to go with it, I don't believe it.
I don't think he can fill out that white suit.
That's
an extra
he's
small.
a little fella.
He's a little guy.
Yeah, he's a little fella. We gotta get. What if we got Jelly Roll to dress up as Boss Hog?
You've only got about a year left before.
I don't
I was
think
going
we
to
have
say,
that much. Like,
at
he's-
the speed he's losing weight.
Yeah,
I know
that's
it.
wild, man.
I
Like,
think his tour's sponsored by Ozempic.
when I saw him at the
See, don't say that, because people said that about me a year ago when I was just in the gym nonstop.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, he's taking a shot. If he's working and losing his weight,
he
however
is,
he's
yeah.
doing it, let him do his thing.
I saw him backstage at
Jelly's
the
a good guy.
Oh, yes.
I know y'all know that.
at
but-
the award show when Bailey Zimmerman had me come get on stage with him
Yeah.
for the thing. And I saw Jelly Roll, and I hugged him. It's the first time I've ever hugged him. I got my arms all the way around him. I said, whoa, bro.
Like, hey,
He was like, I've been working.
he's been
I
working.
was like, I can see that, man. That's the first time I ever got my arms all the way around you. And I'm so proud of him. He's
Yeah.
such a good dude.
You know what motivates you to get healthy more than anything? When you get money and
Yeah.
you go, I don't want to die. I
Yeah.
want to live as long as possible. Like, this is fun.
Oh my God.
Well,
This is great.
when we went
I mean, I think it would just be natural to be like, I don't want to die anyway.
It's so motivating when you actually get a little bit of money, though. You can really enjoy things. You're going to nice vacations and stuff. You're like, man, I can live a long time, boy. I want to live as long as possible now. Yeah.
when Jelly Roll him and Bunny brought us up to his show up at the Bridgestone.
Yeah.
Right. And me and you had been texting that day. And you know, maybe it's just because I've been a fan of the music for so long or whatever. When you came out to do Famous Friends, you know, and nobody else knew you were going to be there. Nobody knew who the special guests were going to be. You came out, that place lit up, you know.
Well, and I'll tell you this. That's another reason why I like him so much is, unbeknownst to me, like him and his dad were sitting somewhere here in town, and I saw them at like lunch, and that's how we met.
Really?
A long time before he blew up. And like I'd always loved what he did. Knew him from like the rap stuff he was doing early on, and then he was like, I'm gonna do like sort of whatever I want for this next record, and I'm gonna make a record where people realize like I can sing and rap and do this and do that and like tell my story and like do all that stuff. I was like, that's really, really cool. And when he called me to ask if I would come sing a song, I was like, well, what song of yours are we singing? I just need to make sure like I learn all the lyrics to it. He goes, I want to do Famous Friends. I was like, I mean, I'm down, but you know, like I'll do something of yours or like something as a cover that you think is cool. Like we don't have to do one of mine.
Right.
But he was really, really cool about that.
That was the perfect song for that show, though. You know, because it's, you know, it's the Nashville connection. You know, which is one thing that I think is really cool here. Is like everybody's connected in some way. You know, it's a really cool like dynamic.
Yeah, we all know each other somehow, one way or another.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you want to stay for a few more minutes and do the after hours with us?
Yeah, we can goof off for a little bit.
You gonna play a song for us in the after hours?
I'll play a song. Why not?
Well, there you go.
I got a pick on me. You got a guitar.
We got a guitar.
You do.
You can pick and I'll grin.
Okay,
because
cool.
I can't sing to save my life. But that's White Trash with Money. Justin Deidre Nunley, Matt Lyda, and Chris Young. Make sure you check out our Patreon, White Trash with Money podcast, and you'll see the after show and some of the behind the scenes. It costs a little bit of money. Yeah, don't come at me. If you want to pay it, pay it. If you don't, I don't give a shit either way.
Hey, it's the same title as the record. I didn't come here to leave. Neither did he. Go get the record. Subscribe to the Patreon. Come on, let's go.
There you go. Y'all take it easy. I'll take it any way I can get it. Listen, did you know? Well, thanks for tuning in. White Trash with Money podcast.